Hi, good morning everyone. So today meron na naman tayong bagong pag-uusapan. This is all about the differential association theory. Na napansin ko kasi marami ang nanonood pagdating sa mga theory na pinag-uusapan natin. So ngayon nakafocus lang talaga tayo on uh, the different theories that explains why criminal behavior exists. Na? So, bali ngayon nga is pag-uusapan naman natin yung differential association theory, na? Which we will try to explain why crime exists according or basing from the concept of this theory. Na? So, what is all about differential association theory? Na? To understand better what is the differential association theory, now we are going to discuss the basic principle of this theory, no, in explaining criminal behavior. Okay, so we have here the following principle, no. Sabi ng differential association theory, criminal behavior is learned. So ibig sabihin, ang criminal behavior, no, it contradicts actually the different theories that exist, especially those that try to explain criminality, that they are inherited, no, or traits that is inborn with the people, with the person, no? So ito naman, no, kung mapapansin natin, differential association theory actually is under doon sa tinatawag nating sociological, no, or sociological theory, no. So sabi nga dito, criminal behavior is learned, no, natututunan natin ang criminal behavior. Okay? Natututunan natin ito sa pamamagitan ng pakikipagsalamuha sa ating sa mga tao that has uh, criminal activities, that has past criminal actions and so on. So it is learned, no? It is not inherited. It is not an inborn traits, no? It is not by your biological aspect, no, it is learned, no, natututunan. Okay, another principle is that criminal behavior is learned as a byproduct of interacting with others, no. So saan natin siya natututunan? According to differential association theory, yung ating criminal behavior is a result of interacting with some known criminals, no, yung mga taong kriminal, no, yung mga meron ng mga crime na na-commit, no, natututunan natin yung criminal behavior, or natututunan ng isang tao yung criminal behavior sa pamamagitan ng pakikisalamuha, no, sa mga taong ito. Okay? So, that holds the truth, ano, actually, totoo naman po yun. That if we are always associating ourselves, no, kung lagi tayong sumasama or sumasama tayo sa mga taong meron ng mga past criminal activities, definitely, magkakaroon tayo ng learning, no, by association. Okay? Learning criminal behavior occurs within intimate personal groups. Isa din po yun. Okay, so kailangan nating i-discuss kung ano yung tinatawag nating intimate group. Okay, at bakit in an intimate group, doon lang tayo natututo or doon tayo pwedeng matuto ng isang criminal behavior. Kasi baka mamaya sabihin ninyo, meron naman akong kasama na kriminal pero hindi naman ako kriminal. Meron naman akong kasama na nagdre-drugs, hindi naman ako naging drug addict. Or kasama na magnanakaw pero hindi naman ako naging magnanakaw. Hindi kasi basta-basta sumama ka or nakipag-associate ka sa isang tao na meron ng criminal activity, automatically you will learn the same behavior. Okay? Kailangan that person have been with you for extended period of time. So, ibig sabihin, meron na kayong matagal na pinagsamahan, meron na kayong mga, matagal na kayong magkasama. You had this intimate nga, di ba? Intimate. So, meron na kayong mga, a lot of memories that shared together, no? You have moments that have been shared together, no? So, ibig sabihin, close na kayo, no? Doon tayo magkakaroon ng learning by association. Okay? It doesn't mean na pag halimbawa criminal pala yung mga sinasamahan mo, hindi mo alam, no, automatically ma-adapt mo agad yung kanilang criminal behavior. No, hindi po ganun yun. Okay? So, kung matagal na, no, matagal na kayong magkakasama, matagal ka nang nakikipagsalamuhan sa kanila, no, at meron na kayong, intimacy. Na not really intimacy na ano na something that is romantic, okay? Meron na kayong intimacy as friends, no? As a group, okay? Doon nagsisimula yung learning process via association, okay? So, the more we attach ourselves to some people that has criminal activity, the more din na may tendency na tayo ay matuto, no, sa kanilang criminal behavior. Okay? So, kailangan muna na meron tayong intimate group or kailangan muna na merong prolonged association with criminal groups bago tayo pwedeng maka-pick up ng mga behavior, no, sa grupong ito. Okay? So, ganun usually yun eh. Sa isang grupo, no, ito yung tinatawag nilang peer pressure. Sa isang grupo, okay, whatever is the dominant behavior inside that group, yun yung madalas na naa-adapt ng mga non-dominant members doon sa group. Okay? So, for example, it's a group of 10 people, no? And 7 of them are engaging into the use of drugs. Parang ganun, for example. 7 sa kanila gumagamit ng drugs, no? If there's intimacy within that groups already, no? So, ibig sabihin, you have shared values, you have shared ideas, no? And so on. Yung remaining 3 members, sila yung maaaring mahila papunta doon sa criminal behavior, no? Kasi ganun ang nature ng isang intimate group, no? Whatever is the dominant behavior among the group members, no? Yun yung ifo-follow ng mga non-dominant, okay? So, there is a need for the intimacy within a group before tayo maka-pick up ng certain behavior from that group. Okay? And then the next thing here is we have learning criminal behavior. Sabi nga dyan, learning criminal behavior involves learning the techniques of committing the crime, no? Which are sometimes complicated and sometimes simple. No? So, if the group is already intimate, okay? Hindi lamang criminal behavior yung usually na-adapt, no? Pati yung tinatawag nating techniques, na-adapt po yan. Okay, for example, magnanakaw lahat ng mga kasama ko. Okay? Not only that I will learn how to steal, di lang sa matututunan ko ang magnakaw, pati rin yung pamamaraan kung paano gawin yun ng mga kasama ko, matututunan ko din yun. Okay? Sometimes, yeah, yung mga basic strategies, no? Or hindi naman kaya is complicated strategies na ginagawa nila to commit their crime. I can adapt that also if I'm already in the process of learning the criminal behavior, no? By means of associating with these people. Okay? That holds the truth actually, ha? Kung titignan kasi natin, no? Kung titignan kasi natin, maari yan. Kasi, in an intimate group, they usually share, no? Not only their experiences, but also the strategies that they're doing in order to do a certain matter, no? Kumbaga, nagiging gaya-gaya yung mga non-dominant member doon sa mga dominant member. So, involving techniques, hindi lang criminal behavior talagang natututunan natin. Involving the techniques, including the techniques, how they commit their crime can also be adopted. Okay? And the last principle, no, under differential association theory, no, is that the process of learning criminal behavior by association with criminal and anti-criminal patterns involves all the mechanisms that are involved in any other learning process. That is also true, no? Tignan mo, in a certain group, no, kung meron tayong tinatawag nating intimacy, okay? Hindi lang criminal behavior ang natututunan, no? Kung halimbawa, study habit. Okay, let's talk about study habit. Okay? how sometimes meron yung mga tao na kung saan is they do not value much the hindi nila pinapahalagan ng mabuti, no, or ng hindi nila masyadong pinapahalagahan yung pag-aaral. But if they are associated with a group of people that values education, no, definitely matututunan din nila yon. So it's not just, no, yung association kasi natin, it's not just about criminal behavior. It may also involve other behavior, whether they are positive behavior or negative behavior. Okay? So, ganon din po kung paano natin matutunan yung criminal behavior. Same process, same learning process via association, no? So, for example, di ba yung mga financial coaches, di ba may marami siguro kayo ng mga naririnig ng mga financial coaches, they usually advise people, no, that if you want it, example lang to, if you want to become a millionaire, anong gagawin mo? If you want to become a millionaire, then be with the millionaire. Associate with the millionaire. No? Makipagsalamuha ka sa mga mayayaman, sa mga millionaire. No? Makisalamuha ka sa mga business person. No? Kasi by associating with them, you will also change your mindset. You will also change your behavior and attitude towards money. Okay? So, if ganun ang process, no, para ka mabago yung mindset mo, yung financial mindset mo kumbaga, ganun din po natin nababago yung ating criminal mindset, no? Na kung saan kung lagi mong kasama ay mga grupo ng mga kriminal, grupo ng mga kawatan and whatsoever, there's a high possibility that also you will be adopting, no, yung mindset na meron sila, no, yung ugali na meron sila at yung behavior, yung crime na ginagawa nila, no? So that is by association. Okay? So, ngayon, to summarize it up, napakaganda kasi na usapin itong tinatawag nating differential association theory, no? It could be used to avoid developing a criminal behavior. Okay? With all the learnings, with all the principles that we made mention, dito pumapasok yung tinatawag nilang tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are. Diba? Ano ang basehan nun? No? Kasi naniniwala tayo, no? Na naniniwala ang ating theory on differential association theory na kung sino ang lagi-lagi mong kasama, no? Kung sino ang lagi-lagi mong nakakasalamuha, no? Yung kanilang pag-uugali ay nagiging ugali mo din, no? Kaya yun yung basis ng tinatawag nating kasabihan ng tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are. Because associating with people, with wrong people, really has a big impact into our behavior. If you want to avoid criminality, no? If you want to avoid being a criminal, if you don't want to develop a criminal behavior, then definitely do not associate with people, no, that are doing crime. Ganun yun. Parang huwag kang makipagsalamuha sa mga tao na gumagawa ng crime. No? And for parents, I think this is very important also to be reminded of that we should be guiding our children, no, to associate with the right people. No? We should guide them to associate with the right people and prevent them from associating with wrong people. Ganun na ganun ang konsepto ng differential association theory. No? It's good for learning, it's good for parenting and so on, and definitely if we could just associate, no, children, juveniles, no, and even us as an adult, if we just if we can just be picky with to whom we associate with, then definitely we could avoid developing a criminal behavior. Okay? So that's the concept of differential association theory. I hope na meron ako na-share na naman sa discussion na ito. No? Leave comments below if meron. Thank you for listening. That's it for today. See you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.